It's a different challenge. They are up against Sesa Football Academy. Not the happiest of results for Sesa. Conceded twice in 3 minutes in the first quarter of the game against Garhwal United FC. And that is something they would want to improve in this fixture. And this is how Nita Football Academy would start today. Adrija starts in goal. Jabamani Tudu, Wixit Bara, Susanna Konadu, Neha Pyari Khakha, the skipper, Bhumika Devi, Julie Kishan, Poonam Amiratu, and Matilda Kwau. They've gone with an unchanged 11. And they are under the chaperonage of Paramita Seth. A couple of Kenyan players in that Nita Football Academy side, Susanna Konadu and Matilda Kwau. Susanna takes her place in the back four, whereas Matilda would start this fixture in the midfield. Pictures of the Sesa Football Academy girls warming up before this all-important fixtures. For Sesa Football Academy, Riya Sarkar stars in between the sticks. Seema Kispota, Sulekha Kanhar, Diana, Anila Barreto, Arushi, Janahabi Kishan, Berta Umita, Anjana Thapa, Amruta Nayak, and Tila. What I can see from the starting 11 for Sesa Football Academy is they've made a couple of changes. Simran Narvekar, Marcia Tavares, and Arpita, who sit out. And I believe Marcia Tavares hasn't been a part of the squad for this fixture. Riya Sarkar, Anjana Thapa, and Berta Umita start this game. Berta did get onto the pitch towards the ending of the first half. Did manage to change the complexion of the game with the second half, creating more chances. And did put the goalkeeper to test. In the later part of the second half, couldn't quite manage to score. Was that game by 3-1. The only goal for Sesa Football Academy scored by Sarjida Khatoon in the 89th minute.
Nita Football Academy and Sesa Football Academy.
In the center stage. Nita Football Academy in their all navy and Sesa Football Academy in their bright pink. All ready to go. It's a battle of the 3 points. Nita just managed to finish 6th, survived relegation by 2 points last season. And they made their way through with a very good IWL2 campaign the year before. Went winless in their last 5 fixtures, and some of the results going their way made sure they keep themselves a spot for this edition. The refereeing contingent would be led by Mahi Tudu, Sujata Palit, and Moni Ilari would be the two assistant refs, and Jeeta Devi will be serving her duties as the fourth official for this game. I'll be alongside for both the halves. This is Junaid Ahmed from the commentary box as the two captains take the center stage. Pyari Khakha, who has joined Nita Football Academy. Arushi, Ramdas Govekar for Sesa. It's the 9th edition of the IWL. It will be played in two phases. The first phase kicked off a couple of days before on the 20th of December. It will be played until the 9th of January. And the second phase would be played on the other side of the AFC Championship, on which the India senior women's team as well as the under 20 teams have qualified and will be competing. The two 9 AM games, one here in Newtown and the other in Kalyani, between the former champions Gokulam Kerala FC and Sri Bhumi. And then we've got two more to follow at 3 PM. And all in readiness for the game to get underway, waiting for Mahu Tudu's official signal to get things moving. Still waiting for things to settle down. Mahi Tudu. Amiratu on your screens. The first player from Togo to be a part of the IWL. Did start the game a couple of days back against Gokulam Kerala. Well, the weight still seems to be on. It's a 4-3-3 versus 4-4-2. Just like the last game, Paramita Sid's side is going with a back four, starting with Susanna Konadu and Julie in the centre back positions, Visit Bara in the left back, and Jababani Tudu towards the right back, Poonam and Matilda Kawau in the centre. And they've got Bhumika Devi right in front of them, and the front three being left by Neha towards the left, Pyari Khakha towards the right, and Amiratu playing down the centre. And off we go with a gentle roll down the back by Amiratu with the ref signal. Nita Football Academy in their all navy blue, going from left to right on your screens. Early pressing by Sesa Football Academy. They would want to make sure they start this game on a positive note. Trying to pick out a pass there. Lovely first touch. Yes, Amiratu involved for the first time. They're away here. Cross comes in. Pyari! ref's whistle had barely faded. Nita Football Academy with a lightning start to the first game of the morning. In the blink of an eye, it all started down the back. Amiratu lays it down the line for Neha. Almost lays it on the platter for Pyari Khakha. I'm not quite sure if the goalkeeper got attached to it, but Pyari makes no mistake in the end. Well, she had some big shoes to fill in. Rahima Jafar, who is no longer with the club with Nita Football Academy, who was the leading scorer for Nita FA last time around. Pyari has just moved in, and what a start this is for her. And under pressure straight away, Sesa. We have an immediate repost from the girls in bright pink. Goes hard with the challenge. Nothing says the ref. Diana turns. Tries to play down the flank. There's Nita. And again, couldn't quite control the ball. Neha is away once again. He's got Amirta waiting in the center. Dispossessed. Amirta plays it back.
Second ball, go for the second ball.
I beg your pardon. Amiratu. Diana makes a driving run forward. Still Diana. Looks up for options.
Diana, no blind passing.
Well, you hear some stern words coming in from the touchline. Blind passing. Pyari looks up. Goes long towards the other side. Seema does well. Danger was lurking on her shoulder. The tempo is right up there in the early parts of the first half here. Barely 4 minutes into the game. We've seen the first goal. Judy does well. Back towards Azrija. Just playing with fire there, Azrija, because Bertha Mita is pretty quick. Into the first half. Scoreline reads 1-0 in favour of Nita Football Academy. Goal scored by Indian international Pyari Khakha. We've got Akila between the sticks. Anila.
Aniela, pass and move.
They've gone with a flat 4-4-2. That is Paromita Sid on your screens, the head coach of Nita Football Academy. There's Pyari. Going pretty direct, finds Neha down the left, plays it down the line to find Amiratu. Back with Neha. He's got an overlapping run coming in from the left. And cross. A shot taken, gets blocked. Top box number 2. What a start this is for Nita Football Academy. Bhumika Devi gets herself on the score sheet. Inside 6 minutes. Nita Football Academy are 2 goals up. It all started from here. Not getting the clearance. Couldn't quite latch onto that ball. It over. And straight into the lap of Bhumika Devi. Makes no mistake in the end.
Bhumika.
Might be looking down the barrel of a huge number here. It stays the way it is. Kind of football Nita Football Academy are playing at the moment. They've got the tempo, they've got the strength and everything going their side. Dixit Bara, the left back, got that cross in. Something's got to give now for Sesa. Can't drop the shoulders and have to try and come out with a plan to sort of make a comeback into this contest. Like I was saying, they've gone with a flat 4-4-2. Ria, Seema, Arushi and Amrita in the back four. And they've got the services of Anila from the left, Sulekha from the right, and Njana as well as Janhabi in the center. Diana and Umita, the two forwards. Farumita Sid with a set of instructions for her girls. First go inside since Churchill Brothers in 2020 to have appeared in the IWL Sesa Football Academy. Finished third in the final round IWL 2 last season. Got to know about their promotion, their participation in this top flight competition less than a month ago, and here they are. Pyari Khakha with a breathtaking start to this fixture, and scoring in the early seconds.
Keep moving, don't stand there, keep moving. This up, hey, Abby, come to this side, let us play on that half. Let us play on that. Neha, come this side, Matt, Abby, come this side. Abby, come this side.
There's a game on in Kalyani as well. Gokulam Kerala FC taking on Sri Bhumi. At the 12th minute mark, Sri Bhumi have taken the lead in that fixture. In fact, the goal was scored in the 4th minute of that contest. So 10 minutes into the first half here. The scoreline reads 2-0 in favour of Nita Football Academy. Sesa with an awful lot to do. In case you have just joined us, this is how it all started. Amiratu linking up with Neha, who got the cross in, and Pyari Khakha finding herself towards the end of that cross. And that was the first one. Dixit Bara with another cross. Couldn't quite defend or catch that ball clean enough. Akila That fell right in front of Bhumika Devi, who made no mistake in the end. The stoppage in play currently. We'll try and get the confirmation and what the stoppage is for. Trying to sort out some technical efficiencies, I believe. You hear from the touchline, Baromita Sit urging her players to keep moving and keep themselves warm. Knock a few balls around.
Amy and Neha, keep moving. Come on, no standing.
We'll wait for the game to get underway again. Waiting for things to sort out in the center. In case if you have just joined us, this is match number 8, round 2 of the IWL action, beg your pardon. Coming to you live from the new town in Kolkata, the National Center of Excellence. Game being played between Nita Football Academy and Sesa. Nita did manage to get a draw in their very first fixture. That should definitely pump them up a bit. There's should manage to hold on to a 1-1 draw against the former champions Gokulam Kerala FC. A result they'll be absolutely proud of. Sesa conceded 3 goals in their opening game and have already conceded 2 inside the first quarter. The first taste of top flight football for these girls in dark pink. This is the first of the 2 goals. Very good cross. Goalkeeper misses out on that one, and perfect finish by Pyari Khakha. Couldn't quite get the clearance. Seema leaving it for Akila. Akila couldn't quite hold on to it. Spills it right in front of Bhumika, who strikes first time, doesn't get the connection, and on the second attempt, just pokes it behind into the back of the net for Nita Football Academy to go 2-0 up. case you're joining us now, it's a 9 a.m. kickoff coming to you from the National Centre of Excellence in Newtown, Kolkata. Pyari Khakha, Arushi Ramdas, Nita FA setting the tempo early on. Namiratu for Neha. Neha finds Pyari. Mixed Bara. Looping cross and Bhumika Devi in her second attempt managed to convert an opportunity. So the wait continues for the game to get underway again.
यहाँ पे एक स्प्रिंट करा लेते हैं ना, स्प्रिंट करा लो आप यहाँ पे, उसको देख लो हो रहा है कि नहीं एक बार आप अपना जो मेडिकल कम चेक कर लो.
We're back with live pictures from the National Centre of Excellence, back with the restart after a bit of an interruption. get things moving. Bhumika again for Neha. Have enough time to get that cross in. Got a fantastic start to this fixture. Neha. Most of the attacks are coming down the left for Nita Football Academy so far. Right flank has been untouched. Gary has plugged in whenever she's found a cross. Trying to get themselves on the ball on a consistent basis. Sesa Football Academy haven't enjoyed the possession. Struggling to win the ball back. There's Julie. Diana trying to close her down. Picked up by Poonam, plays down the back. Here's Bhumi again. Dropping in deep. Bertha lays it off for Sulekha. Trying to find Diana. Trying to cut inside. Still Diana.
Diana, you're just trying impossible things. Let's play.
There's no translation needed for that. Don't try anything impossible, anything a touch too difficult. Play simple football and try and put some pressure on the girls in navy blue.
Where you're playing? Where you're playing?
Doubling up on the numbers to win the ball back from Sulekha Kanhar there. The last touch coming off the navy blue shirt. Concedes a possession. It's been a slow start for Sesa. Just following the same template from the last fixture. Sesa kind of game they had against Garhwal United FC. A bit slow, a bit sluggish.
Yes, Anjana. Well done, Anjana.
CPRE trying to get herself in to a position from where she can affect the game. Here's Pyari Khakha. Pyari gets the cross down to the far post. Couldn't quite latch onto it. The ball finds Neha, twisting and turning. Couldn't quite keep the possession. Couldn't quite keep the ball in play. Kind of quality Pyari Khakha brings to the table. Even a half guard, he will try and fancy her chance of getting those crosses in. Diana. Julie did manage to get a final touch to it. The ball finds Sulekha Kanhar. Sulekha does well. Still Sulekha. A pull back. Diana couldn't quite complete that move. And that should be refreshing for certain from Sesa's perspective. Getting the ball in the final third. Diana with some space. Not blocked by Julie. It's going to be a goal kick for Nita Football Academy. Drija Sarkil hasn't been tested in the first 12 minutes here.
Yeah. इधर भी देखो, खाली ऐसा ही देख रही है.
Trying to play out from the back, Nita Football Academy. Start this fixture well, scoring twice in the first 6 minutes. Anjana trying a back flick, concedes the possession. Here's Poonam, a couple of touches, plays it down the line, gets intercepted, managed to win the possession back. Here's Neha Amiratu, starts from an offside position there. Those two have linked up beautifully, Neha and Amiratu.
Always I say, take her and go up.
Amiratu Diambara, the first player from Togo to be a part of the IWL. Decides to go airborne. Goes out of the play forward, a throw in again. It was the end of the first quarter. There and thereabouts with 60 seconds to go. Nita Football Academy leading this game by 2-0. Yet to take a proper clean strike on target. Sesa Football Academy. Here's Neha into the picture once again from down the left. Still manages to keep the possession. Neha has got a couple of options waiting inside the box. Gets the cross in. And defending in numbers. Got 5 pink shirts protecting that goal. Diana trying. Cute little flick there. Doesn't quite get the execution right. All the way back towards Adrija. Here's Julie. Julie slides it towards her right to find Janata. Babani Tudu slides for it in the end. Left to right is Bhumi. Matilda. Another player from Hana, along with Susanna Kunaru. Got Susanna in the back 4. Got Matilda playing in the middle. Diana again. This time does better, controls it. Maria, Neela doesn't find an option. Goes towards Anjana, beg your pardon. Fury is dropped in deep. Yes, Poonam. And slides it back towards Julie. Loses out possession. Here's Bertha. Goes sideways to find Anila. Anila lobs it up in the air. Not quite sure what the intent was. Here's another look at that. Bertha Omita finds Anila. Could have been almost impossible for Diana to make that run. It's well covered by the 2 defenders there. Narushi, Ria. Gentle push down the flank. Diana trying to take on Julie. Julie wins the race in the end. Got the ball. Sesa Football Academy. Good defending. Definitely Diana has got the pace. The kind of agility Julie has showcased. Wasn't going to come second best at that. That the Sesa Football Academy technical area. beautifully and brings it down. Seema. Another long ball pushed forward. They managed to keep the possession as they come forward. Sesa. Jana couldn't quite get towards the end of the ball. Here's Janhabi. Finds Seema again. Janhabi. Wide loft in the air. The ball goes out of the play for a throw-in. They've struggled to move the ball with any kind of accuracy in the first 18 minutes here, Sesa. Nothing tangible has developed for them.
Come on, ref.
It's gone down on the ground. Nita. Nothing says the ref. Matilda couldn't quite control the ball. They've won it back, but again, the Nita Football Academy come back to win the ball. Bertha is not moving well. Struggling to get up on her feet. This was maybe she has taken one on the shin, perhaps, has in need of some medical attention. A bit of a breather allows the players to get themselves hydrated. 20 minutes have been played out in the first half. And the scoreline exactly where we were at the 6th minute mark. 2-0 is what the scoreline reads. Nita Football Academy, 2 goals to the good. Goal scored by Pyari Khacha and Bhumika Devi. Paramita sit in your pictures. And the happiest of the 2 head coaches present in the center. It's going to be a draw ball restart for an interruption due to injury concerns to Bertha Omita. Neela tries one from the distance. There's another game going on in parallel at the Kalyani Gokulam Kerala FC, taking on Sri Bhumi. Sri Bhumi at the 37th minute mark are a goal ahead. Jana. It's a good move from Sesa, finds Anila. Anila gets the cross. They had 2 pink shirts waiting inside the box. But the ball was sent out straight towards the direction where it came from. Pyari.
Well done, Anila, well done.
Anjana gets intercepted again. And you can hear from the touchline. Desperate tries to avoid line passing. It was one against Diana a few minutes back. One towards Anjana. Gives the ball away in the center of the pitch to a navy blue shirt there in Poonam. Chlabamani loses our possession. Here's Anila on the ball trying to bring it forward. It gets inside, looks up, goes sideways again, and Bhumi takes it away. Back with Ria Sarkar.
Ria, वो बॉल इधर आना
Desperate effort to push it forward. I'm not quite sure the intent was to go down the middle, down the center. Left flank was wide open for Ria to play that ball in. Diana wins it back, shifts the play towards the right. They won the possession back. Here's Janhabi. Finds Amruta. Amruta takes a touch, moves it forward, gets the cross inside the box, and an easy grab in the end for Adrija, who's called into action. Hasn't been put to scale as yet, Adrija. They haven't fed Nita enough. She's got the ability to hit those long balls.
Good ball, woman.
Decent ball to find Pyari Khacha. Decent first touch. Controls it beautifully and goes over the crossbar. Well, that's the kind of quality Pyari Khacha brings to this side. One long ball in. Take that for control. One touch gets inside the box. Gets it away from the full back in as they go towards the target. Ria. And again, couldn't quite get right on the decision making. Got themselves a free kick though. 24 minutes have been played out here at the new National Centre of Excellence in Newtown, Kolkata. Nita Football Academy leading this game by 2-0. Arushi, pick up from Zamban. Anjana. Again losing out on possession. Bhumi. Trying to find Pyari Khacha. Might have just found Amiratu. Akila reads that well in the end. Looked like for a moment Amiratu was away. That has been the decisive difference between these two sides. A couple of decent balls in, and they find themselves on the break, creating opportunities. Here's Bhumi again, finds Amiratu in a decent space to work with. Number 3, what a finish! Take that, Amiratu! Absolutely marvelous, Nita Football Academy. 25 minutes in, and they are 3 goals to the good. Another chance created from down the left channel. They find the right person to do that job
By player number 30.
and have come out triumphs. Here's how it started. Bhumika Devi, a clever pass down the center, and a perfect finish. Not being able to close down. First Togolese player to play at the IWL and the first to score. Looking down a very big number if they don't control this fixture. Sesa Football Academy just got from bad to worse for them. Tries to pick out a pass and find Bertha Omita. Heavy first touch lets her down. Manjana. Pyari. One-on-one with Ria Sarkar. Takes it away from Ria. Drives it further forward. Gets the cross in. There wasn't a blue shirt lurking for that ball. Would have been an easy tap in otherwise. Still the ball is with Nita Football Academy. Taken out now. Dooley goes for a challenge there. Tulekha Kanhar might have got a bit of a ball there. Shabamani Tudu is all the way back towards Adrija. Goes with a long ball to find Pyari, taken away by Anjana. and again gives the possession away. And that has been the story so far. Bhumika trying to find Neha, was making that run down the left channel. Raina showing her strength against Poonam. Ball is still with Sesa Football Academy. Murta finds Janhabi. Here's Bertha Omita into action. Gus on the left. Decides to make some space. And changes her feet. Feeds in the overlapping run coming in from the far right. Has got a couple of options waiting inside the box. Drija latches onto it well in the end. Starts pretty quick to find Pyari Khakha.
Well done, Sulekha, well done.
We'll have to try and get Bertha Omita on the ball on a consistent basis.
Identify
There's
your
one
player,
player who has
identify.
the right kind of mindset to score a goal. Even 30 yards out, it's going to be Bertha Omita. Not quite sure if there was a push there, but it struck flush on the face of Pyari Khakha. She went straight down on the ground. We're touching first half hour of the contest. Nita, FA, comfortable position. 3 goals to the good. We still wait for the first chance, first shot on target rather, from their opponents this morning. Harbi gets dispossessed. Here's Bertha. It's going to be a corner for Sesa. Drija. It's not move, feeling comfortable. Still stays down on the ground. Need of some assistance there. Checks on the well-being of the player she was involved in that contest with. Bertha Omita. It's going to be a corner for Sesa. Maybe a first real opportunity for the girls in pink to try and test out the back line. Might have got her foot on the rib.
Janvi, जो करने का
Janbi behind this one for Sesa FA. Keeps it short. Back with Anila, trying to work out on the angle. Decent touch from Sulekha Kanhar. That has been ruled out by the assistant ref. Looks like the flag was up. Poonam. Neha trying to feed one towards Pyari. Starting out from the left channel. A bit of interference from Dina. Ball goes out of the play for a throw-in. 33 minutes have been ticked off. 3-0 is what the scoreline reads. Straight in and straight out by Suzana Konaru. Yes, Pyari Khakha looks up one-on-one with Ria Sarkar. She has enjoyed this battle so far. Pyari Khakha goes sideways. Here's Bhumi again. Yes, Matilda on the ball. One-on-one with Ria again. Yes, sir, inside the box. Matilda driving it into the center. Feeds Bhumi. Back with Matilda. Doesn't have an option to go forward. Goes sideways instead. Yes, Poonam now. Lobs it in the air. Finds Amiratu. Pyari. Pyari was coming from an offside position there. Might have taken a couple more touches than they would have ideally liked. Nita Football Academy allowed a bit of time for that back line to organize themselves.
Sima, let's be quick, Sima. Haro, you're running out of ideas now. Haro.
Pyari wins the ball back, has Amiratu, goes towards the other flank to find Neha. Neha versus Amruta. Neha gets the better of her. Here's Neha with a cross towards the back post. Pyari doesn't get to the end of it. Here's Bhumika, goes just wide of the target. Brilliant football from Nita Football Academy. From one flank to the other. A cross and a shot taken towards the target. And unfortunate, couldn't quite provide the finishing touch it deserved. It's set well enough. Couldn't quite find the direction right. Still got about 10 minutes left in the normal time, plus the stoppages. But there's no stopping Nita FA here. Here's Pyari Khakha once again, bringing the ball into the final third at will. Here's Jabamani Tudu with a cross. Tulekha hustling, fighting. Ria pushes it down the middle to find Bertha Omita. Changes her feet, plays it down the line to find Dinah. Dinah against Susanna. Dinah looks up. And again, it was all about decision making in the end. Was caught in two minds whether to continue the run forward or go sideways and push it down towards the right channel. In the end, neither of the two. Gives the possession far too cheaply from her liking. Jababani Churu. Sulekha. Bertha was pretty much aware that she was caught in an offside position there. Wanted Sulekha to play it towards the back. Maybe Dinah was an option open there. And Susanna. Poonam. Played the formation right. 4-2-4-3-3 is what they started with Nita Football Academy. Double pivot with Poonam and Matilda.
Go, go.
Sulekha couldn't quite keep the ball in.
Come on, better passing over.
And a bit more weight behind that ball coming in from the Kenyan Bertha Omita.
Outside, Sulekha, ball side.
Conceded 2 goals in the first half in the previous fixture. Sesa Football Academy. Been slow starters in this campaign. It's the first time they taste the top flight Indian women's football. Bertha is Manabi. Finds an option in Manila. Change the flank. Amiratu was trying to find an option in Pyari Khakha. Is back with Amiratu again. Neha. The long ball inside the center. Pyari has been whistled against. It's given as a foul on a free kick to Sesa. Allows the ball to bounce in front. Wanted to go first time. Might have gone straight into Akila there on that occasion. So we've got about 8 minutes left in the normal time. Just the stoppages. Can they try and get a goal back in the first half? Sesa. Matilda. Jabamani has got options. Manages to hold on to it this time. We're in bench pressure. Akila. There were 3 navy shirts waiting for that cross to arrive. It's Matilda goes lateral.
Susanna up! Susanna, Julie up! Susanna, Julie up!
Sneha on the run again. Amiratu making her move down the center. Pyari, a cut back. It's down to that positional awareness again. They both find themselves in about the same distance in front of the goal. Brilliant run from Neha. Takes a decent touch inside the box and a cut back. Yep. One could have stayed back to try and slot one home. Zanjana trying to pick out a pass and find Diana towards the end of it. Diana does well to get to the end of the ball. And again, a block just in the nick of time coming in from a navy blue shirt, denying them an opportunity for that cross. For a moment, it looked like Nita was definitely in with a shout had that ball came his way. Her way, beg your pardon. Nevertheless, it's a Sesa ball. Pushed out by Anila. Strategy seems pretty simple as far as Nita Football Academy goes. All their attacks, it's been a bit monotonous. They have found success with it. It's come from the left channel. Got the crossing right. They've made their overlapping runs coming in from Viktor Bara. And have successfully found Pyari Khacha or Amiratu in those final balls. Zana or Julie, who chips one in the air. Narushi controls that well. Zanjana doesn't get enough touch on it. Delightful ball, takes out the back line. Has she remained onside is a question. Maybe just got offside on that occasion was Neha. Head coach of Nita Football Academy, played her role as the head coach of Sports Odisha a couple of seasons back. Diana, desperate to get to the end of the ball. Here's Anila, has been whistled against. Started the game down the left channel. Manila swapped out positions with Leica for the last 10 minutes or so. Poonam. Bhumika. Good ball to find Neha, who takes a decent first touch to get inside the box. Has got a couple of options waiting. Yes, a strong hand to it. The danger hasn't died down yet. Here's Pyari Khakha. To get Matilda on the ball. Here's Poonam again. Still alive. Jabamani chips one in the air. Amiratu directs it goalwards. Straight into the hands of Akila. Decent chip. Followed the ball all the way through. And went caught right on the higher end of the toe, perhaps.
Yes, Anjana, control.
One back by Anjana. Diana turns and takes a strike. It makes Adrija work for the first time this morning. Not quite sure if that was going in, but leaving nothing to chance there. Adrija, Sarkhel. That is something Diana has been trying quite a bit.
Come on.
Jabamani. Poonam again with a long ball for Pyari. Controls it well. Pyari against Ria Sarkar. Pyari, like always, has got the possession and sent out by Seema. She has won that battle in the first half. Pyari Khakha has taken on Ria Sarkar every time she's got an opportunity or the ball has been played towards her direction. There's a corner as Neha finds herself at the end of it. Played for Hobbs FC a couple of seasons back, Neha. A lot of under 20 India talent on display here. Most of these girls would be a part of that AFC under 20 championship later next year. 2 minutes have been added on as stoppages. Finger comes in from Neha down the back post. A header goes over the cross pass to be a goal kick.
Get back to your position quickly. Get back to your position quickly. Let it run the side.
Diana, press the ball and go. Seema, get that passing, girl.
Ready, Raho.
Additional time, 2 minutes.
Seems to be struggling with something there. Neha posts that corner kick. The job is half done as yet from Romita's perspective. He's got a bunch of talent sitting out on the bench still. Got the likes of Jasoda Munda, former Odisha FC player. Hema Munda, Sushmita Pun, course goalkeeper. Cindy Colney, another midfield player. Back with Anjana again. Taken on by Jabamani Turu. Some space ahead of her. Jabamani 2v1. Gets it inside. Goes sideways. Finds Bhumika. Neha back into play. Here's Bhumika. Allows the ball to run through. Goes sideways again. Looks up. Gets the pass in. Neha. Scored offside there. A decent move coming in from Nita Football Academy. They have enjoyed their play in the final third. every time they've moved the ball in that direction, whereas the left or right,
Now, control.
they have absolutely lethal. Anila finds Bertha, takes it along. Bertha
Look at the goal only.
couldn't quite provide the finishing touch to it.
Omi.
In the dying moments of the stoppage time, might have just taken a heavy
Place the ball.
first touch.
Look at the
Went
keeper and
straight
place the ball.
into Adrija Sarkhail on that occasion. That was ferociously struck right into the torso. Might just be the last action before the end of the first half. There's a corner for Sesa. Janhabi behind this one. Targets the back post this time. And that's the end of the first half, says Mahi Tudu. It's an impressive performance so far by the girls in navy blue. 2 goals scored in the space of about 5 minutes in the first quarter.
Ladies and
And
gentlemen,
another one added to take this
the
game
score
far and
at
far away from
halftime
the
is
Football Academy's reach.
3 for Nita Football Academy and 0 for Sesa Football Academy.
As you heard from the crowd announcer, 3-0 is what the scoreline reads after the end of the first half. 3 goals to the good. Sesa, when they come back, they have a daunting task ahead of them. Can they try and conjure something out of this fixture is what we all have to wait and see. In case if you have joined in late, you have missed the first couple of goals, which were pretty brisk, pretty early in the first minute, as Neha plays it towards Pyari Khakha. A simple cross and a perfect finish. Pyari finding her first of the campaign. And then Viksit Bara got the cross in. And couldn't quite catch the ball cleanly. Akila spills it over. Bhumika Devi in her second attempt finds the net. Diana to try a couple of opportunities from the distance. Here's Akila trying to bend one over, lift one over rather. Here's Diana again. And Pyari fancied her options as well. Here's Bhumika. Found Hamiratu. And strikes it down the line towards the right of the keeper for third of the morning, going Nita Football Academy's way. Perfect finish with the keeper unmoved. Neha again has got into action, trying to get Pyari Khakha involved. A gentle touch from Akila. And right before the end of the first half, Bartolomita testing out Adrija Sarkhail. So that's the story at the half time. Nita Football Academy 3, Sesa Football Academy 1. We are live from the National Center of Excellence here in Newtown, Kolkata. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after a bit of a breather for what could be an interesting second half. And we'll have to wait and see how Sesa Football Academy find themselves for the second set of 45. Welcome back to all the viewers tuning in live for the second half of the contest, as we see a couple of changes for Sesa Football Academy. Sarjida Khatoon and Sheila Singh
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the
into the
teams
mix.
of Nita Football Academy and Sesa Football Academy for the second half.
And off we go for the start of the second set of 45 here at the National Centre of Excellence in Newtown, Kolkata. Sarjida Khatoon did score in the 89th minute of that game against Kerwal United FC. Into the action, trying to play into the stride of Bertha Mita. Here's Diana, finds Sarjida again. Back with Sarjida. Confirmation of the changes. Drija has been taken out. I believe that is more so for those injury concerns. Smita Pun finds herself in between the sticks for the second half. Susanna. Uli finally was able to get it away. The pink shirts were forcing themselves on the ball. Susanna. Bhumika does well. Win the possession back. Separated from Sesa Football Academy's perspective to try and get the second half started on a better note. Here's Neha, meanwhile, gets the crossing. And that's a let off.
Player number 21,
Mpari Khacha.
Susmita.
She did manage to finish from similar sort of a distance and angle in the first half. Well, when Neha gets the cross, more often than not, not quite sure if
Ria, substituted by
Amiratu's interference had to do
Sheila Singh.
any which way.
And player
Mpari
number
Khacha
10,
missing out that chance.
Anila, substituted by player number 29, Sarjida Khatoon.
Umita on the ball. Sushmita. Umita goes all around it. Oh my word. That could have been the moment for Sarjida. Sarjida. Umita does well. Committee affairs in the end. It all started from the bottle won by Bertha Umita. Without committing to it. Sulekha. Still Sulekha. Continuing with the possession. Switches the play to try and find Bertha Umita. One back by Susanna. This is brilliant. Wanted to push it down the line and find Amiratu. Still it's Nita. FA ball. Amiratu finds Bhumika. Bhumika with the grounder. Still alive for Neha. Goes just over the crossbar. That was another brilliant move coming in from Nita Football Academy. In the end, it was a bit clumsy. Bhumika striking it hard and low. Done well by Akila. And in the end, Neha just lobs it over. There's a game going on in parallel at the Kalyani. Gokulam finding themselves in deep waters in that contest. 3 down in 66 minutes against Sri Bhumi. Conceded a goal in the first half rather. And have come back in the second and have conceded twice in a space of about 7 minutes. Here's Sesa now from down the left. Finds Diana. Still for Sesa. And goes well over. You can hear the cries coming in from the touchline. Sulekha with that cross. And a poor first touch from Diana. There you heard it. Was to control that one and go clean with the strike towards the target. Teams on currently, and 2 more in the afternoon. Kickstart FC will take on Garhwal United FC. Varta Nita get the clearance. Bhumika clears it far away. Fury giving it a chase. Here's Amruta who looks up. Doesn't get clean enough. Neha starts from an offside position there. So 2 games coming up. And before that, Jashoda Munda is going to come on. And she replaces Poonam, who's had a fantastic morning. Pretty good with the ball distribution, has tracked back and one.
Substitution for Nita Football Academy.
Malaysia FC.
Jersey number 17, Poonam, replaced by
Before an injury
Jersey
forced her
number
out
8,
of action.
Jashoda
Pyari. This pass an overlapping run coming in from the right. The guest across in. Nakila. Again for the number 31. Page the ball was a shout. Diana. Couldn't quite win the possession. Here's Pyari. Gets Bhumi into the act. Bhumi trying to find Neha. Kickstart FC will take on Garhwal United FC. It's a 3 p.m. kickoff. And Anthony Andrews, East Bengal FC, will start their title defense. They take on Setu FC. That's a 3 p.m. kickoff as well. Gets the support from the full-back there, Neha. Whistle goes against. Looks like it's Janhabi. Plays the player rather than the ball. Janhabi Tudu. Bara wins the free kick. Still haven't seen Sesa at their fluent best in their combined 140 minutes they've played in this competition. There have been moments when the likes of Bertha Umita have taken strides at the target, haven't been effective enough. Not a short clearance. Bhumi. Cut shot. Here's Bertha Omita. Tries to change her feet. Matilda, brilliant. Wins the ball back. Pyari. Matilda. Goes to the back line. Balls with Bhumika Devi. Amiratu plays it back towards Bhumika again and continues with the run. Neha, and a very timely interception in the end. Doesn't allow Neha to get on the ball. Here's Anjana, who looks up, plays a long ball out wide towards Sarjida Khatun. Controls beautifully and plays it down the line towards Bertha Mita, I believe, into those open spaces. Before Bertha Mita could get to the end of it, so Mita would make sure she hangs on to it. And what more, starts it out from the back. High press this time from Sesa. Jasoda. Pyari, who's dropped in deep. Isn't allowed to turn. Finds a blue shirt, back with Jasoda, sends an option towards her left, which is a bit wide towards Personal. Neha drops it and continues with the movement towards the far left, fetches it, has got an overlapping run with Bara, back with Neha now. Here's Neha again, looking forward, chip back from Amiratu, who fetches it again. One back by Diana. Bertha drops in deep to get the possession back. It's back with Amurta. Here's Janhabi. Here's Arushi, back with Janhabi. Simple pass down the center. They take the possession back. Nita FA. Good intensity by Nita Football Academy. As we approach 58 minutes mark in this contest. 3 goals in the first half is what separates these two teams at the moment. It's going to be a great start from Nita FA's perspective. Amirta into those open spaces to find Neha once again. Collects it on the bounce this time, Akila. Bertha controls it well and allows the movement of Sulekha Kanhar. Marches forward. Sulekha for Janhabi. The option was to try and find Sarjida Khatun, making that movement from down the right. In the end, doesn't come to fruition. Playing out from the back, under pressure. Here's Diana. Gets herself into a shooting space, but taken off her feet. She's got to do better than that. Definitely not happy there, Diana, as well as the head push from the touchline. Shouts of anguish. That was the golden chance. Here's Bertha again, wins the ball back. Diana. Very simple is the shout. Here's Pyari, finds a delightful ball to find Amiratu. What a finish! Absolutely sensational! Amiratu gets a brace.
Can we be quiet on the ball?
And at the hour mark, Nita Football Academy find themselves 4 goals in front. And it's going to be a mountain for Sesa FA to climb from here on. It all started from here. Pure
Nita
Ikhaha.
Football Academy, scored by
A ball
player
that
number
cuts the
13,
back line into 2.
Amiratu.
Perfectly weighted pass.
Pahila usko le.
Amiratu gets to the end of it, and before you can think of it, takes the first touch and finds the top pocket. As Serge goes sideways and finds a blue shirt. Here's Bhumika. Wasn't allowed to turn by Janhabi. Finds an option in the back. They go long. Sergita into play again. Gets dispossessed far too easily this time. Jasoda. Narushi wins it back. And tries to play down channel and finds Sergita Khatun, who gets the ball back now. And Sergita still has possession. Can she try and conjure something out of it? No, she couldn't. Susanna gets the ball back. Looks up, pushes it wide down towards the left to find Neha. Someone has stayed down there. If it's Julie. Another change. And Jana is going to come off and she will be replaced by Arpita Yashwant Pedneka. The start of the first game, Arpita. Like-for-like replacement in the midfield for Sesa FA. So fresh leg introduced. Would be hoping that this brings a change in the fate as far the game goes for Sesa's perspective. What a game, what a first half, as well as the first quarter of the second half has been for Nita Football Academy. Have left no stone unturned. This side finished 6th last season, just 2 points clear of relegation scare. Finished 2 points over Hobbs FC and Odisha FC. 5 winless wins in the last 5 fixtures for them last campaign. Had some results not gone their way, would have been a different story altogether. Would have to do everything all over again, going back to RWL2 and competing for a place back in the top flight football. But they are here and are making the most of it. Stays the way it is, which will. And they will be 4 points from 2 games. Yashoda. Back to Sushmita. So the 2 9 AM games are progressing in parallel as far as the scoreline is concerned. It's 4-0 here between these two sides, and it's 4-0 down in Kalyani. Gokulam Kerala FC are struggling big time. They have conceded 4th of the morning. Janhabi. Changes her feet and not sure if that was the right option to go with. Has taken something on his way through. Corner for Sesa. Targets the far post, a header, and couldn't quite provide the direction it required. Goes out of the play for a goal kick. China against Julie. China for Bertha. No space to turn. Jabba money. And again, there's no link up.
Judy! No long ball.
Push-up, Amruta.
Playing the final third has been questionable from Sesa's perspective. Have struggled to find a way through. That is something they'll have to try and address as soon as possible. Remember, it's long ball. Sushmita upon an easy grab in the end. Will be played in 2 phases. The first 7 games will be played between 20th of December and the 9th of Jan. And the remainder, 7 games perhaps, would be down about in April, May. Pyari hustles for it, gets it back. Here's Neha. And Pyari again. Pyari still. Pyari goes through with a shot. Nakila finds her strong hands and gloves behind it. Something she fancies more often than not. Pyari Khafa. She finds herself in the shooting range. She will go for it. And Sarjida taking on the full back. Viksit Bara does well to hold on to it.
Ami, come this side, come this side. Come this side.
Dunhabi chops that one through. Goes just wide of the target. I think Sushmita had it covered all the way long. Left it for Dunhabi. Bertha Umita.
Identify, Arpita, identify a player now. Identify a player now.
Pyari against Amruta. Pyari. The intent was to try and get it towards Amiratu. And in the end, Aquila lashes onto it well. Neha for Pyari. It's continued with the run down the left channel. Neha. Susanna looks up, some space in front of her. Decent defending there from Sheila Singh. Narpita trying to pick out a pass. Gives the possession away. And that is one of the areas of concern as far as Sesa. Here's Amiratu in the end. Neither here nor there. Not quite sure if she was a bit doubtful in terms of getting to the end of it. Retracts herself from making that move and in the end decides to go for it. Still got about 21 minutes left in the normal time, plus the stoppages to follow. If you are Nita Football Academy, you would believe you've got yourself a well-deserved 3 points here to take them to 4. Momentarily, we'll have them on top of the table. Neha. Skarjida. Here's the possession, but concedes it. Here's Susanna, who's put in a proper shift. There's been a complete team effort from Nita Football Academy. They have played well in tandem, complemented each other well. Pyari on the ball again. You can spot the run coming in from Neha. Pyari gets it away from the defender. Pyari gets a second. It's a 5-star performance from Nita Football Academy.
Arashi, you're not just going just like that.
It opened up nicely for the girls in blue again. And when opportunities presented, the kind of quality Pyari Khaha brings, she's not going to miss out on those. See Marcus Fota allows her to make that run through.
Sheila, come inside. Arashi, go.
Gets inside. Cool, calm, composed, finished
Goal
into the
for
bottom
Nita
corner.
Football Academy, scored by player number 10, Pyari.
2 goals apiece for Pyari Khaha and Amiratu. Now we're going to see first hat-trick of the IWL 9th edition. There's been complete capitulation as far as Sesa's performance goes. Nothing tangible in terms of attacking threat coming in from them. They have their moments. Finishing hasn't been well. The likes of Diana still coming to terms with the IWL. But Nita, they would want her on the ball as much as they possibly can. Shown glimpses for sure in the last fixture as well as in this. As that shooting range that she possessed. But some compliment has to come from the other players as well. Like I said, that link up has been lacking. Or may I just say, Nita FA has been that good. They haven't allowed any slip-ups in this fixture. Here's Neha. Susanna. Another long push forward towards Amiratu. Does well to drop deep and keep the possession. Plays back towards Jasoda. Giving the possession away. Here's Diana. But a hard-working Julie Kishan still struggling, fighting for it. Diana does well to win the ball back. Gets the cross in. Yes, but now Mita desperately trying to get to the end of it. So Smita gets to the end of the ball and just enough. Amiratu for Matilda. Bhumika finds Pyari again. Has got Amiratu in front. What a stunning goal! And what a brilliant hat-trick this is from number 10. She is known for scoring blinders.
Goal for Nita Football
And
Academy,
what a finish.
scored by
First hat-trick of the 9th edition goes Pyari Khaha's way. Absolutely marvelous. It all started from into an open space. Pyari Khaha takes on the angle. Fancies a shot from sort of a distance. Beats the goalkeeper who gets no hand, nothing whatsoever. It's getting rather embarrassing from Sesa's perspective. Every time they get the ball in the final third, they do something with it. Nita Football Academy. 3 goals in the first, 3 in the second. And we have seen the hat-trick. Nita plays it towards Diana. Diana goes sideways to find Arpita. This is a good ball. And the play Kakunhar was flagged offside. Amiratu Still doing all the hard work, dropping in deep to try and provide those options. Here's Pyari Khaka, has got a couple of options waiting inside the box. Amiratu takes a decent touch. Still Amiratu goes out of the play for a goal kick. We've got one hat trick completed. Another player sitting on a brace with 15 minutes to go. Now we're going to see the second one in this fixture. Spare thought for Akila. And that defense has struggled to keep out some of those deliveries coming in the final third. They've been open. They have worked the spaces really well. Nita, FA. And one happy coach towards the left of your screens, Paramita Sid. Taina. The ball hits the back of Bertha Mita, who was attempting to make that run while the ball was being played. Yes, Sarjida takes a touch. Loses out on possession. Back with Vix. Tries to play it back. Umita won the ball back. This has got some space ahead. Here's Sulekha. Slip. Nothing says the ref as yet. Bhumika wins it eventually. And Watmore plays it down the left and find Neha. Not anymore. A couple of changes for Nita Football Academy. Before that, it's going to be changes for Sesa. Sarjida has been with those confirmations in a bit. And Cindy is going to come on as well for Nita Football. And so Nishima Kumari. He's put in the hard yards today. Matilda. Like for like replacements. Play for East Bengal FC. Memory serves me right. Piali Roy comes in for Sarjida Khatoon. Hasn't had the happiest of outings. Quite those decisive moments in the game. Neha. Zana under pressure from Piali. Yes, the first touch. Some fresh legs trying to make that difference. Lekha. Susanna gets around and takes the control of the ball. Here's Nita Football Academy now setting themselves for another attack. As Meha makes that run down the left channel. Long push down the right channel to find Payali and ends up overhitting it. Another change for Sesa. Simran Narvikar is going to come on in place of Arushi Ramdas Govikar. Looks like Amrita has got, Arpita has got the armband for the last 10 minutes and whatever remains of it.
Player number 29.
Wholesale changes in the last few minutes for both the sides.
Player number 16.
Of Amiratu. That hat-trick has to wait. I'm sure the kind of talent she brings to this league, she's definitely going to get more and more opportunities in the later stages of the competition. Here's Neha again.
Bobby carry.
Shifts the play towards the right. Babita with her first involvement. Plays it down the line. Doesn't find her out through. Here's Jashoda trying to pick out a pass and find Pyari. Taken away by Sesa. Can they try and bring it forward? Here's Dinah. Finds Piali. He might have taken a touch extra. Here's Amruta Naik.
For Nita Football Academy.
Pushes it down the line. Finds Dinah.
Number 30,
He's got some space ahead of her. Gets the cross in.
placed by
Shot takes the deflection. And a tap in the end. Well, the flag was up, says the ref. He's absolutely flustered, but has managed to bring a smile to her face there. Bertha Umita, finally Dinah, providing that cross that was struck firmly. Susmita Pun spills it over, fell nicely in front. Does well to bring it down. Bhumika. There's Neha. Again, dropping in deep. Pyali Roy. He's brought some intensity to that right channel with her involvement. Pyali Roy.
Nishi in front. Moving space. Nishi.
Got the job done if you are Nita Football Academy. 6 goals to the good. There's no way back for Sesa from here on. It's just about conjuring some respectability out of this fixture in the final 8 minutes. Decides to go for goal. Bhumika trying that clearance. Here's Babita, not on the same wavelength with Pyari Khakha. So the game at Kalyani has just concluded. It's a comprehensive victory for Sri Bhumi, beating Gokulam Kerala by 4 goals to 0. Gokulam, the only side with more than 1 championship so far in all the 9 editions, have won thrice on the trot. 2 times under the shepherdage of Anthony Andrews, who will be starting his title defense with East Bengal FC later this afternoon. He missed out the title 2 years back with Anthony Andrews by just 2 points. And then last time around, the differential was about 8. Been winners in 3 out of the last 5 occasions and runners up twice. This time it's definitely not the kind of start they would have wanted. Miss Bertha. Cindy wasn't decisive in the end, but there to play it back. Wasn't aware of Bertha Umita making that.
Lesson number 10.
Yes, Sima, बहुत कंट्रोल मत करो वो. Sima, Sheila, बात करो उसके
Pushes it out. Seema. Pyari was lurking on her shoulder. Into the final 5 minutes, plus the stoppages.
Pyale.
better from Arpita.
Release the ball quickly. Release the ball quickly. That's
For
good.
the armband.
Good. Man on you. Man on you.
Diana almost robs it from the legs. Clatter of the foot there. And still hold on to the ball. I heard from the ground commentator, player of the match has been chosen for a brilliant hat-trick. Gets the player of the match award for this fixture. Diana trying to find Bertha Nita. Communication.
Arpita, simple passing कर यार.
It's all about game management from Nita Football Academy's standpoint. They are playing. I won't be surprised if they go for goals in the last 3.5 minutes plus the stoppages. She's had a fantastic game. In fact, those two in the picture a short while back had really good game. Neha making those decisive runs in the final third, getting those crosses in. Pyari Khacha, a couple of brilliant finishes. And will have to come back. With a bit of adjustment to the way they are playing their football. Sesa Football Academy. Another attempt to try and find Piali. Taken away by Uzana, who lobs it up in the air. Neha trying to win the ball back. That has been watered into the final third of Sesa. Collects it, turns, pushes it forward. Here's Pyari. Bhumika has got an option towards the right and left. Decides to go with Neha. Akila does well. Takes a couple of steps out and catches that one clean, and what more sets off Amruta Nayak. Again, pretty slow in terms of transitions, or Sesa. Brilliant defensive work again from Nita Football Academy. Full back Shima Kumari hasn't allowed Piali Roy to get away with it. And that has been the telling difference between the two sides. Whenever they have moved the ball down the flanks, they have struggled to get along and put those crosses in as frequently as they would have wanted. But on the flip side, Pyari Khacha has had a free run down the right, taken on Riya Sarkar right throughout this morning. Here's Bhumika. Pyari again. Spreads it wide towards Neha. Gets it inside the box. Neha. That's Kila this time. Wins the battle. Chops it forward. Pyali trying to get Babita outnumbered down the right channel. Still Babita into the final 45 seconds of the normal time. Bhumi wins it. Here's Suzana. Keep the ball is a shout. Here's back with Bhumi. Here's Pyari. Clearance. Neha allows the ball to run through. And desperate to get it away. So 5 minutes have been added on as stoppages.
Identify
There
your
will be
player
a
now.
minimum
Identify
of 10
Dina.
minutes of added
Long
time.
5 minutes for Sesa.
There
Nishima.
will be a minimum of 5 minutes of added time.
You get it, Piali. You ball be there. Now, now, now.
Trying to spot the run coming in from Nita there a few moments ago. Meanwhile, it's Nita Football Academy here. Cindy. A slightly heavier touch from Pyari Khafa on that occasion. And still Nita Football Academy. Omita wins it back. Here's Arpita for Dina.
Dina. Is there any return for a ball? Come on, girl.
Doesn't find a way through as yet. Dina.
Shift the ball, shift now. Good.
It's been pretty hard to break all day long. Nita still waiting for that decisive pass to come through. Sesa Football Academy. The back four has been absolutely brilliant. Susanna loses out in possession. Dina finds an option in Suleika. Finds 1-2 as a left in Berta Omita, who strikes and goes across the face. That just sums up the day for Sesa. Opened up probably for the second time. And again, that finishing touch. The angle would have been slightly difficult from her perspective. Striking with her left. Cindy. Pyari. Heavy first touch. Allows them to gather the possession. Here's Arpita. Finds Berta. Swift changes. A delightful ball. Can this be the moment? Gets a consolation goal in the end. Dina finally gets herself on the score sheet. They've made a couple of decisive passes in the last 2 minutes or so. And in the end, get themselves a goal in the stoppages. Takes it, turns, allows the moment. A good run from Dina. Holds herself momentarily before she marches on.
Come on, push
Goal
up.
for
Right
Sesa
weight
Football
on the
Academy,
pass.
scored by player
Takes
number 9,
the first touch.
Diana Anthony.
Takes it on the left and goes all along the carpet. Cindy. Susanna with the left, trying to find Neha. Ends up hitting rather straight. Nakila launches that one in the air.
Dina, get it. Come on, win that ball. Dina, little more.
Nishima for Jastoda. Goes lateral.
Idhar jao, Piali.
Cindy drops onto her left foot. Controlling the game in the center of the pitch. Here's an attempt to try and find Neha once again. Slightly a bit more weight on the pass. Ali. Dina showing her physicality. One-on-one with Jashoda Munda. Here's Dina again. Squares it up nicely. Well, that should have been hitting the target. Suleika Kanhar did well to get herself into a shooting position. Couldn't quite direct the ball goalwards.
Well done.
Bhumi, ask for the ball. Just to us.
Go! Anya, this one. Arpita, press.
She gets it out of that clutter. Cindy takes a couple of touches. Looks for an option. Goes sideways and finds Bhumika Devi. Controls it well. The option was Neha. Intercepted. Here's Pyali Roy, looks forward. And that's the end of the 90 minutes here at
Ladies
the
and
National
gentlemen,
Centre of Excellence.
the
And
final
a
score
brilliant
is
performance
Nita
from
Football Academy
Pyari
6,
Khakha and Nita Football Academy.
Sesa Football Academy 1. Congratulations to Nita Football Academy for coming out victorious. Let's give them a huge round of applause.
Well, there's the captain and the player of the match for this fixture, Pyari Khakha, on the right of your screens. A brilliant hat-trick, a brace for Amiratu, and a goal for Bhumika Devi as well. 3 goals scored in the first half, 3 in the second. Sesa did manage to conjure the consolation goal towards the very end, coming in from Dinah. They have struggled all day long. So 2 defeats in the first 2 fixtures for Sesa Football Academy. They have found life tough in the top flight football for women's in India. Confirmation of the full-time score line. Nita FA 6, Sesa Football Academy 1. For the moment, they are right on top with 4 points from the 2 games they have played. And this is how it all started. Nita Football Academy conjured a point out of their first fixture against Gokulam Kerala FC. Sesa faced a defeat against Kedabal United FC on the opening day. In the very first minute, it just set the tone for what was about to unfold. Neha setting up Pyari Khakha, and a perfect finish for the number 10. And slaps it into the back of the net for the first. Viksit Bara with that overlapping run, get the cross, and Bhumika Devi with her second jibe at the target eventually manages to put one through. A bit sloppy in the end from the Sesa back four, being caught napping. Dinah did fancy her chances. Anila here trying to bend one over. Lacked power and strength. It's the second time Anila and Pyari lets one fly over the crossbar. And this one, the third of the first half. And Bhumika putting in the hard yards to win the ball back. Rolls it forward for Amiratu. And takes a decent touch inside the box and unleashes hell towards the goalkeeper. And she had a free ride all morning. Neha, that was another brilliant strike. Went just wide. And Dinah on the other hand, Amrita, beg your pardon, on the other hand, testing out Adrija. So that was the last attempt before the end of the first half. And they had to come back, all guns blazing. Sesa, they had to survive in this fixture. Neha again dominated that right channel, left channel, beg your pardon. Bertomita, this would have been, or should have been rather, the first. We're out open. Meanwhile, on the other end, Neha and Bhumika combining to create another effort. Couldn't sort her feet out on that occasion, did Dinah, for the cross that came in from Bertomita. And Pyari setting up Amiratu this time. Brilliant finish into the top corner. A delightful ball that cuts the back line, and top-notch effort from the Togolese national. I guess a brace. And Pyari takes a strike towards the target and tests out Akila. Janhabi with her effort as well. Pyari again is trying to get those crosses in. And this was the moment. A brilliant hat-trick and a brilliant goal. And probably that was the second one that Pyari got this morning. Pushes it all along the carpet to get her second. So that was probably number 5. And then this one to round off a hat trick and a brilliant finish. And Pyari Khaha. Neha again fancying her options. Bertha Mita. Guess one through, and Tiana finally able to roll it into the back of the net and through the legs of the keeper. So that was the final action of the second half and the game. And handshakes all around, and a delightful Nita Football Academy side. So that's the full-time scoreline here at the National Centre of Excellence in Newtown, Kolkata. Nita Football Academy 6, Sesa Football Academy 1.